The illusion of love. Right now, there's a man watching this who thinks his story is different. He believes his connection with that married woman is rare, powerful, and somehow pure. He's convinced she's trapped in a loveless marriage and that he's her long-lost soulmate, the one who arrived too late to save her. He tells himself their bond is deeper than ordinary love, that destiny simply mistimed their meeting. But in a few minutes, I'm going to destroy that illusion so completely that you'll wonder how you ever believed it. Because before you can face the truth about her, you need to understand what's happening inside you. You're not in love. You're in chemical captivity. Every secret text, every stolen night, every whispered, "I wish I met you first," triggers a flood of dopamine that rivals a narcotic hit. You've built a feedback loop of desire and reward that chains you tighter each time she reaches out, then disappears. What you call passion is your brain chasing its next fix. When you're involved with a married woman, you're not building a relationship. You're acting out a script older than you realize. The meetings, the promises, the guilt, the waiting, the crash. It's all predictable. You think your story is unique, but millions have played this same role, word for word. That woman who swears her husband doesn't love her, that they're basically roommates. She's performing, not only for you, but for herself. Because the truth is harder. She wants the security of marriage and the thrill of being desired by someone new. To admit that would shatter her identity, so she rewrites the narrative. In her story, she's the victim, you're the hero, and her husband is the villain. And you believe it because you need to. Without that story, you'd have to face the mirror and see what you've become. A man sleeping with another man's wife and calling it love. Every word she tells you is a line in a fantasy that keeps both of you from facing the emptiness underneath. You're not rescuing her. You're both hiding from yourselves. The pattern behind the affair. Here's the truth most men never want to hear. A woman doesn't wake up one morning and decide to betray her vows. It's a slow erosion. It starts with small boundary shifts, friendly messages, private jokes, emotional oversharing. Then come secrets, rationalizations, and finally, the act itself. By the time she reaches you, she's already rehearsed deception to perfection. Think about what kind of person can kiss her children goodnight, tell her husband she's going to yoga, then drive to your place. That requires a level of compartmentalization that borders on sociopathic. She lives multiple lives and stars in each, as the misunderstood heroine, the suffering wife at home, the passionate lover with you, the strong woman among her friends. None of those versions are real. They're masks, and you're just one of the audiences clapping for her performance. And here's the worst part. There are only 4 endings to this story, and none bring peace. Scenario 1, the validation seeker. She's bored, invisible, aging in her own eyes. You make her feel alive again, but she doesn't love you. She loves how you see her. Once her ego battery is recharged, she'll fade, leaving you addicted to a ghost. Scenario 2, the drama addict. She craves chaos, the secrecy, the tension, the emotional roller coaster. It's her drug. One week she's leaving him. The next, she's staying for the kids. You'll think you're fighting for love, but really you're trapped inside her soap opera, a story she directs to feel important. Every message, every promise keeps you chasing a high that can never last. The crash scenario 3, the illusion of victory. She finally leaves her husband for you. You think you've won, but the moment she's fully yours, the thrill evaporates. The forbidden becomes ordinary. The same woman who swore you were her escape now looks at you with quiet disappointment. The spark dies because the secrecy, the danger, was the real fuel all along. Within months, she starts showing the same dissatisfaction she blamed her husband for, and soon, she repeats the cycle with someone new. Scenario 4, the endless limbo. She never leaves. She just keeps you dangling, offering crumbs of affection. Soon, not yet. Please be patient. Years pass while you wait for a future that never arrives. You become her emotional support system, her secret pressure valve, her backup plan. Psychologically, you're addicted to intermittent rewards, the strongest form of addiction known. Sometimes she texts instantly. Sometimes she vanishes for days. The randomness drives you insane, but it's exactly what keeps you hooked. You're not in control. Your brain is trapped in a casino of love and loss. And here's the cruel twist. She knows this. Maybe not consciously, but instinctively, she understands that her unavailability makes you chase harder. If she ever became fully free, she'd lose her power. So she stays half in, half out, forever keeping you desperate. Meanwhile, the reality you've refused to see plays out. Those nights she can't text, she's beside her husband. That weekend for the kids. They shared the same bed. Her marriage isn't dead. It's just hidden behind the lies you choose to believe. The awakening. When it ends, and it always ends, you don't just lose her, you lose the illusion that gave your life meaning. The fantasy collapses, leaving you with shame and silence. You can't tell your friends, you can't seek comfort. To the world, you're the villain, the homewrecker, the man who destroyed another family. She, meanwhile, recovers fast. Her husband remains, her home remains, her story simply gets a new supporting actor. But you're left with the wreckage. Your trust shattered, your moral compass corroded. You've trained yourself to lie, to hide, to live in shadows. Here's the truth that finally sets you free. Love built on secrecy isn't love. It's theft. Real love doesn't demand victims or excuses. It doesn't require destroying someone else's peace to feel alive. If you're trapped in this cycle, the only cure is complete severance. No goodbye coffee, no final text, no checking her profile. Every contact restarts the addiction. What you feel when you walk away isn't heartbreak, it's withdrawal. You're not losing love, you're regaining freedom. But the deeper work begins after that. You must ask, why did unavailable love feel safer than real love? What wound in you found comfort in chaos? Until you answer those questions, you'll repeat the pattern with someone new, another version of the same pain. Real love is calm, available, honest. It doesn't thrill you with danger. It grounds you with peace. And though it feels less intense, it lasts. So the choice stands before you. Stay the man who traded his integrity for stolen moments, or become the man who wakes up, walks away, and finally chooses himself. Because every day you don't, you're not choosing her, you're choosing pain.